Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to talk about Ramantu, the new champion you can get going through the missions, just like you did to get Arbiter. As soon as Arbiter is done, you're able to go through all these new missions on your way to get this brand new champion. Now, is this champion worth you rushing to get? Do you really need this champion for anything? Do you think it's going to make your arena different? Do you think it's going to make your Doom Tower climb different? Absolutely. It's going to change everything you do in Doom Tower waves to help you get through there very easily. So what I want to do is talk about his skills and how they're going to help you in the game and how I don't really see him as an arena champion. And then these missions, we'll talk about the missions as well, but we'll go briefly over them. I'm sure you've seen them all before. We have a whole list of every single mission you need to complete. We're going to look at that after we talk about his skills. Right now, though, the missions are supposed to be retroactive, the ones for Faction Wars. That one right there that I don't have completed, they're working on fixing this. So if you are one of those players out there that don't have this completed, they're going to work on getting those. Only the Faction Wars are retroactive. All the rest that are also retroactive are working properly. So once this gets done, I'll be able to move forward into this, but it's still going to take me. It's going to take me forever because we have to get the Fragment Fusion, the highest legendary Fragment Fusion from this. We'll look at him in a minute. It's going to take a while to get that done. We have to do all of Doom Tower. We've got to do it in as it tells us to do it. The normal 10 boss, 20 boss, 30 boss, all the way to hard bosses, 120 boss, but it tells us to do stage 10 first, stage 20 next, all the rest, and then we've got to do all the secret rooms. We have to do all the secret rooms on Doom Tower hard to be able to get this champion. And that's going to be a real doozy for a lot of you out there, so you have to do all the secret rooms on probably the Frost Spider rotation. Because if you saw the last rotation with the Eternal Dragon, when we tried to do all those secret rooms, I think they're going to balance those. Because that was the one with all the Spirit Rare Champions, another like attack-based Rare Champions. It was really strong. It was super strong, and they said they think they're going to go back and balance that a bit. So right now, if you get to the point to where it says to do that, which is still a really long way away, you're going to want to do it on the Frost Spider rotation. Let's talk about this champion. I want to go over here so we can see his total stats at 60. What can this guy do for us? What is he built for? He looks amazing. He's got good stats, a little bit low HP. I actually like this 20 accuracy. We needed to go with this 80 accuracy anywhere in the game, because we need accuracy to land this godly amount of debuffs that this guy will do in the game and help you get through the Doom Tower waves easily. Even this A1 is really strong. So his A3 is kind of his bread and butter. We're going to remove all buffs from the enemy on a 3-turn cooldown, and then we're going to lock out their active skills if they have no passive. So if there's no passive skill, we're going to lock out all their active skills, which mean they can only do their A1 then. If they do have a passive skill, we're going to lock out that passive skill. This is new. Block passive skill for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. The other one's 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. We can extend these with Master Hexer and the Support Mastery. So at times we're going to have this on a 3-turn lockout on a 3-turn cooldown. Plus, if we're going through the Doom Tower waves, we're going to have Sylar with us or somebody to turn meter reduce, slow speed, and we're just going to keep going. This guy is truly a Doom Tower wave specialist to make it very easy to go through there. But to get him, you have to do all of Doom Tower. So you have to do really well and get through all of Doom Tower. And I don't mind that. I think it's cool that they make you go through all of Doom Tower 120 hard. But going through all of the secret rooms in one rotation is asking a lot. I like that they make you strive and they make you like struggle to go through the Doom Tower at least one time to get this champion because he's so strong there to help you get through the waves. But some of the things they ask are a little bit rough. Now, I know you're thinking, will this be great in PvP? If you have a team that's fast enough to overcome the enemy, usually you don't need something like this. You're just going to blow them up. If you have a revive team that's coming back after that, you're going to use a Madam Cirrus. You're going to drop all their buffs, decrease defense, and basically light them up. You probably aren't going to need a champion like this. So I don't think he's really going to turn the tide for any of your arena battles. Can he be used in arena? Of course. I just don't see him being used in in-game arena. A2 here puts up all these debuffs. We can put debuffs up on everything for days, but also if they have 4 or more debuffs on and we do this ability, we're going to be able to put True Fear up on everybody for 1 turn. So a 50% chance for them to use their abilities and it fizzles out. Again, going through the Doom Tower or even on the Nether Spider if we wanted to and have them fear the Spiderlings as long as the main spider has enough debuffs up. So that could work. He's not going to do the A3. This is an AoE. And this could be used, of course, going through the Doom Tower waves. So think about that. We're going through the Doom Tower waves. We're blocking out all their abilities. We're blocking out all their passives. Almost at 100% uptime, depending on what your team is. It will be over 100% uptime. And then we're putting up True Fear on everybody because we've got all these debuffs up, and one person's getting hit with all these debuffs on top of it. And then here on his A1, we're able to push back a skill at random by 1 turn. Now, if we push back a skill to the max, say they just use a skill, we push that skill back by 1, we're going to get a 50% chance to stun them. The second part here is if the cooldown increase is successful, you will also decrease the cooldown of one random skill by 1 turn of an ally with the highest turn meter of that skill cooldown. So then if you reset one of theirs to max, I'm sure you got a 50% chance to stun as well. There's just so much control. So many AoE fears here, so much control here. We get a chance to stun nonstop. And he's got this passive that I'm not really impressed with, but it doesn't matter. We're going to get a chance to just get a turn meter increase, an HP shield of 30% of his max HP, and a speed increase on ourselves if we get one of these debuffs put on us. So really strong champion, right? You can just imagine going through waves how this guy alone is just going to lock everything up for you and make those Mortu Macabres, those Sifis, those Duches, anything else with a passive that you worried about and previously, nothing. It's going to be Child's Play. Locking that Sifi out so she can't take away those debuffs from Rotos. Those Torments, making sure those Torments can't freeze your whole entire team. Those Mortu Macabres that always unlock Peril and stop you from reviving and kill you. Right here, this takes care of everything in the Doom Tower waves that you've ever worried about. And then you fear them all, so they're not really taking turns too. Even though they're able to do their A1s or not their passives, but their regular abilities, you're fearing them, and then you're pushing their skills back and stunning some. It's pretty nuts. But again, in an arena, I don't see this being a play in arena because you don't need this. You just go in there and you light everybody up in arena. While this guy is amazing for Doom Tower waves, it actually takes us to do all of Doom Tower to get him. There are so many things on this list that was data mined of us to do. It's crazy. The biggest ones that jump out to me are these right here. So we got to take rank 5 glyphs or higher and get max substat rolls on them. 5 times here, this goes up to like 10 times, 20 times, and then I think 30 times we have to do it later on. So 35 to 6-star glyphs, but we have to hit max substat rolls. Now, you know it's weighted. You know it rolls low all the time. It's never hardly ever rolling high, so that's going to take a long time to complete. It does say clear all of 12 of the secret rooms on normal here, and then at the very end it says clear all 12 of secret rooms on hard down here. It tells us as we go through here to beat stage 10, 20, 30, 40, all the way up to 120 on normal. Same thing on hard. And then it's telling us to craft artifacts and to use an accuracy charm. All this stuff is doable over time, and I really don't mind it because it gives us something to log in and look forward to get this champion so that we'll have a really easy time going through Doom Tower. But I will say that getting one of this, like this weird placement of this one champion, it tells us to get the very last legendary champion from the fragments, from doing Doom Tower hard secret rooms. Now, it doesn't say you have to do all the secret rooms until the very end, but you can right now. Make sure you're doing every single Doom Tower hard secret room you can do because I'm at Eurost right now. Once I get Eurost, then I'll be able to get this champion that's the last one to get there, I think. I think he's the last one, but it tells us to get him somewhere in the middle. But it's at a really weird placement. It's like right in the middle of all those missions we need to do. So we're going to have to unlock this guy to get it done. We have to do the Rosin Scarhide fusion as well. That's fine. That's pretty early on in there. I mean, the rest of these, let me know down below. Do any of these seem necessarily crazy hard? I know some of it says Tag Team Arena right here, Silver 3. They say kill certain opponents in Tag Team Arena, which is fine. I don't mind that because it doesn't say to kill them in certain tiers. It just says to get those kills. Again, we've had these ones right here for the glyphs. Rank 5 glyphs or higher to get max substat rolls. That's going to take ages. Beat Doom Tower boss on the 10th floor. There he is. There's that guy that I was just talking about. So right here, it tells us to get him, and it's like in the middle. It's a really weird, okay, maybe it's at 60% or so through there. It's at a really weird placement. Use 80 glyphs to upgrade artifacts. That's going to be easy to do. The rest of these all are easy. They just take time. Clear one secret room in Doom Tower hard. I think you should just have to clear one. To have to clear all 12 in a rotation is very difficult for some people. I don't want this guy to be given to you. We're already having to do a lot, but you do understand once we have him how easy it is to do every single wave and to really blow through the Doom Tower. On full auto almost, as long as his moves are up in the next wave when we go in there and we have somebody else to maybe slow them down or make this guy up to 265 speed or 56, whatever we need to be the fastest. When he goes in there, it's going to be pretty nuts. We want to make sure that that A3 is always ready to go, but he's going to be massive in there. The rest of these are just things that we have to do. Forge artifacts, all the rest. I did not see how high it requires us to go in Tag Team Arena. I didn't see Tag Team Arena Gold. I just saw something about silver. Here it is, Gold 1. It does. It says reach Gold 1 in Tag Team Arena, which maybe by this time it won't be hard for you to do. I don't really know the lower tiers of Tag Team Arena if it's as crazy as Classic Arena is right now that they're trying to work on. And if it is, I hope they make it better for you guys, because people do want to be in gold. You want to be in there so you can get those accessories in the bazaar. This is what we're going to have to do. I like it. I like that we have a challenge and we have a long-term goal to work for. The only one that I don't like, the only one that I do not agree with, is doing these 12 secret rooms on Doom Tower Hard. The rest of it's fine for me. Make us go through it one time, make us struggle through it, and get 120 of hard done, and then we've got this champion to really help us out. To really help us out on something even maybe like the Eternal Dragon. I don't know, maybe he'll do some work there as well. Let me know down below how good you think Ramantu is going to be, and do you think he's going to be as massive in Doom Tower as I think he is, and do you think he's going to be massive everywhere else in the game? Tell me where you think this guy is going to be so damn good. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I will see you all in a video soon.